Good evening. It is 6:07 p.m. on, what is today? Wednesday. And I'm filming in my room today. Monkey is downstairs with his little friend. They're playing video games. And I have to pick Boo Boo up at 7. So I thought if I was going to do a vlog today, now is the only time I have to do it. I was off work today, but I took the day to sort of sleep and be a lazy bitch. So I'm off tomorrow as well. There will be much to do tomorrow. So hopefully I can get my ass into bed at a decent time and sleep and get up with Monkey for school tomorrow. And I'm not sure if Boo Boo's working tomorrow morning or not. Either take Boo Boo to work and get my shit done, or as soon as Monkey leaves, start getting my shit done. So there's that. I spoke to my OW worker yesterday and told her that I was going down to part-time, basically on call for work, and that I wanted her to do what she could to help me get into counseling. And she got back to me pretty much right away and got me an appointment for November at like 11 in the morning. And it is in person, so yay. Excited and terrified about that. But she backs me 100%, so that's good. I was kind of worried about that. And then early this evening, like around, I don't know, 4-ish, I guess. Well, 4:30-ish. My coworker brought her granddaughter over downstairs with Monkey right now. And they're so cute together. They play video games and they chit chat, poke fun at each other, and yank each other's chain. It's awesome. But when my coworker dropped her granddaughter off and she brought pizza, I was like, yeah, sure, he can bring pizza. That's fine. Appreciate that. But she came in for a few minutes to chit chat. The excuse me, new hire was out with her and my boss today, and it was so strange. She was telling me that the new hire wasn't washing walls and showers. She was washing like the glass doors and all that kind of shit, and the tub if there was a tub, but not the walls. And our boss was like, well, how was she on Tuesday? And she said she was doing everything on Tuesday. Like, my coworker was going behind her and checking everything and making sure everything was done and done properly and whatever. She said she was doing fine. And I kind of chuckled. And I said, yeah, just saying, but I think the problem is my boss. Like, she's very intense and wants things done quickly and properly all at the same time. And when you're starting, that's just not a reality. And to a degree, I think she realizes that. But I found it very interesting because when I had spoken to my boss last week looking for feedback on my progress, my training, and all that, is when I found out that, I'm supposed to be fully trained. You have to be able to do all the bathrooms and the kitchen, which I've been there for like 4 or 5 months, whatever. And I just found that out. And I said, I said to my coworker tonight, oh, my eyes drive me crazy. I think a lot of the issue she's having with training us new hires is her. She's very intimidating in the sense of what she expects, the speed and all that. And when I say this woman moves fast, I mean she moves fast. And I'm not a slow person. I move pretty quick. Oh, friggin' eyeball. But she makes me feel like I'm really slacking off. Like it kind of fucks with me a little bit. And a lot of that is me. That's my issue. I expect a lot from myself too, and I realize that. But she doesn't help. And that's why I've taken this break. That's why I'm down to on call, basically. Because I just can't keep up with her. I cannot keep up with her at all. And like I've said to my coworker, when it's just her and I, or I and the new hire, it's fine. It's still fast paced. It's a fast paced job. That's what it entails. But the pressure isn't there, right? It's just a totally different feel. Sorry, I can't get comfortable. I found that very interesting. And I don't know this new hire like at all. I think I've worked with her maybe 4 times. But she seems to have some similar, we'll say anxiety for lack of a better term, because I don't know, issues that I do. And to put pressure like that on somebody who is fragile that way causes them to need a break. So, I don't know. I found that very, very interesting tonight. I don't know. And she was also telling me that she was speaking to one of the customers, and the customer was saying, talking about cobwebs around the house and whatever, which is my boss's job. When it's me, my coworker, and my boss, I do floors and kitchens. My coworker sweeps, vacuums, and mops floors, vacuums the couches, whatever the fuck. And my boss does all the wiping, the dusting, all that stuff. And so it's funny that the last few times that my coworker and I have worked together, and we get notes left from customers about, can you do this better? Can you add this to your list because of whatever the fuck, right? It's always the wiping. Always. Which is my boss's job. So it's like, okay, you expect us to be able to do wicked fast work with the, quality as well, right? But it seems like you're not capable to keep up with your own standards. Like, just saying. Speed is great, time is money, whatever the fuck, but if you're missing shit, then you need to slow down, right? You don't want it to, like I said before, say they pay $80, and $80 to clean a house gives you half an hour, 45 minutes, okay? You don't want to take an hour for an $80 job, right? I get that. However, if you need to slow down to do the accuracy, well, then you need to slow down to do the accuracy, to get it right? Because if you go so fast that you miss things, and you do it often, the customer's not going to be happy. So either you're going to get a call and have to go back and fix the problem, or they're going to stop wanting your service. Either way, the company is out money and puts a ding on the reputation. So I am no business owner. You couldn't pay me to own or run a business. I don't have the head for that shit. But to me, that is just common sense. And to expect everybody else to work at supersonic speeds and have the quality to back it up when it appears that you can't. I mean, I realize everybody misses something from time to time, but it happens a bit, you know. I don't know. I found that very interesting and hypocritical. And she never admits her wrongs. You know, she loves to dwell on ours. And exaggerate. Like, I don't know, a week or so ago, we were doing this house that I loathe and despise. Okay, it's a big house. The floors are crazy, weird textures. I would hate to wash those floors. It's just, it's a horrible house. And I was dry mopping, right? Dust mopping the floors. So you get under the beds and under all the furniture and whatever the fuck. And they have a dog that sheds a lot. So I shook out the little area rugs that were in the room, and, you know, they're the kind of rugs that are like way too thin to actually vacuum. Like the vacuum just sucks them up. So you have to shake them out really good, whatever, carry on. So I did that, and I mopped up the room, carried on through the house, and I think I was getting ready to do the kitchen, and my boss came over and grabbed me. I think it was just her and I doing that house. I think we were working alone that day. And so I was also doing bathrooms. I was doing floors and bathrooms. So that's what I was doing. I wasn't doing the kitchen. I was doing a bathroom. And she comes in and gets me. And she's like, you missed this entire room. Like, there's stuff everywhere on the floor. I'm like, oh, I highly doubt that. But okay, show me. So I dropped what I was doing and walked into this room. And by hook or by crook, yes, there was some dog fur on the floor and like a bead, like from some art thing on the floor. It wasn't everywhere. It was literally in front of this desk, and where I had laid the rug down after I shook it. And I said, well, I missed the bead, whoop-dee, and the dog fur is probably from what settled after I'd left the room, after I had, shaken out the rug and mopped and left, right? It's not everywhere. Which I found funny, because she says all the time when customers call and they'll say, did you even do the floor, right? It's like, yeah. Where exactly is your problem? And it'll be like, oh, well, you missed a spill in front of the coffee table or something. And it's like, okay, well, that's not the whole floor. It's a spot that was missed. Like, what do you mean, did I do the floor? Like, Well, she just did the same thing to me. Like, it wasn't the whole floor, honey. It's whatever settled after I had finished and left the room. And it was literally in front of a dresser, not the entire fucking room. Interesting. So I said, well, I said she's going to learn, because this other one, this new hire, will only take so much before she cracks and quits. And I'm not coming back full time right now. I don't start my counseling until November. And I'm not jumping back into full time until my counselor and I decide that I am ready. Because right now I'm not. I apologize for the littlest things, and I'm, hyper conscious of what she's thinking, and I make shit up about what she could be thinking, like, all the time. And that's not me. I don't give a fuck. Like, I do my job to the best I can in any job I do. I do it to the best that I can. And if there's an issue with it, that's, it's like, okay, well, either help me fix it, or feel free to fire my ass, or I'll quit. Like, whatever. It's good. I don't mull over, so I need to get my self-confidence and my backbone back, because normally if I felt somebody was, like, a boss was being unreasonable, I would tell them, like, job be damned, I will tell you you're being unreasonable. But I've seemed to have lost that. So, like I told my boss, I'm going to go down to part-time or on call, whatever the fuck, however you want to work it. I don't care. And get my own shit together. And then I'll worry about getting my work shit together. So, and I was telling my coworker that tonight too. She says, yeah, she's gonna, she has such high, she has plans. I don't know if this is what she's working toward. Well, it is what she's working toward, but I don't know if she's starting to put it into effect or not, of expanding her business and having 2 groups. I don't know if she wants two teams of 2 or 2 teams of 3. It doesn't really matter, but she's never going to get it if she doesn't, one, work on her communication, because her communication is shit. Like, none of us have any idea what the fuck we're doing as far as schedules and who's doing what, who's working what. Like, I don't know. I told her I wanted to go down to part-time, which to me was 2 or 3 days a week. And I said, like, the new hire can choose whether she wants to do 2 or 3. I don't care. And so for this week, I'm finishing off doing 3 days, right? I did Monday, Tuesday, and I go in again on Friday. But I have no schedule after that. So I don't know if I'm, like, on call, like if somebody calls in sick or has something else they have to do, an appointment or whatever, if I come in to cover that, or am I working 2 or 3 days a week? Like, I just don't know. It was never discussed. It was, so the communication needs to be worked on greatly. Especially on her part, because she's the boss. Like, you gotta communicate with your workers. I almost kind of feel like, at least my coworker and I need to sit down with her and be like, okay, let me explain some things to you. because well, I don't know, as a human being, I don't really know her. Like, I don't associate with her outside of work. But she seemed to me at my interview to be very straightforward, very upfront, very honest, very blunt, willing to listen, all that kind of shit, right? And I'd explained to her that I'm very honest, I'm very blunt, and I'm very upfront. So if I have an issue, if I have a question, if I have a concern, whatever, if I have a problem, if I feel any kind of way, you're going to know. I'm going to tell you. Because if I don't, it affects me. And she seemed down with that. So, and I have gone to her. I've taken the initiative and gone to her a few times about how I'm doing, where she feels I need to improve, where she feels I can relax a little bit so I can focus more on other things, right? And getting feedback from her is like pulling teeth, which I find very frustrating. Just fucking say it. It's fine. I'm asking you. So, yeah, she needs to know. One, she's really not very approachable. And I think that's just kind of her personality. She's very kind of standoffish. I often sit in the back of the van and I watch and I listen to my coworker and my boss interact. And the way my coworker seems to bring up things is just through nonsensical conversation. And she'll slowly work in whatever she has a question about, whatever she has a concern about, whatever she's confused about, whatever. She doesn't, at least around me, go directly to her and say, blah, 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 right? So, I don't know. I mean, she's known her longer. Maybe that's the way that she works. I don't know. I do know. But I find it odd. And I find that she kind of makes things, this is my boss, makes things a little more complicated than they need to be. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to make of her anymore. Yeah. It's weird. I was really thinking that I kind of shot myself in the foot by trading spots with the new hire because she is a lot faster than I am. She's also 18. She's a lot younger. And that I would end up pretty much losing this job while I took time off. But I'm not so sure that that's the case. I'm not so sure how long she's going to last, the new hire. My boss is just too intense. She needs to relax. She needs to calm down. Like, Jesus. Because it does affect the rest of us, right? She's like, go, 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 go. And we're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Stop. Jesus. Like, breathe. It's fine. Like, we're never behind. Like, it's happened maybe once or twice, but usually it's because of traffic or something stupid like that. Not particularly us. Or somebody's canceled, or she fits somebody else in and what it fucked up the times, but not because of our actual work. So like that, like our pace, our work pace. So calm down. It's fine. I don't know. I mean, this is not the first fast-paced job I've worked in. Hairdressing is very fast-paced. PSW is extremely fast-paced. You know, bartending, waitressing, all that is very fast-paced. I've done all that shit all my life. I'm used to high pace, high pressure, lots of people in your face, on your feet, running around. It's fine. No, I'm not as fast as I used to be in my 20s and such, but who is? I don't know. I find it all very interesting. I'm going to check the time here. Yeah, I gotta go. I'm going to jump off. Quick video. I had to go get Boo Boo from work. So, anybody who happens to be watching, thank you. Appreciate it. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.